Let's start with the employee who's looking for a job. Could be me, could be you. And you go and you meet an employer who's got a job. And you sit down and you discuss it. And the employer explains you're to come, Monday through Friday at 8:30, and you stay till 4:30, or whatever it is. You'll sit over there, you'll do work with this machine on that piece of paper, whatever it is. And then you get to that touchy point. How much are you going to get paid? And to make my example very simple, let's just use the number $20 an hour. You're going to be paid $20 an hour for whatever it is you just came to work. And let's be clear about what happens here, because everybody kind of knows it and yet hasn't faced it. And I suspect that's still true. Having been a professor of economics for 50 years helps you to get a sense of whether it's true or not. You know what I'm about to say. That the only reason any employer will ever give you $20 for an hour of your work is this. That hour, adding you to whatever the payroll already is, hiring you, in that hour, you're going to make more goods or services for that company to sell than they would have if they didn't hire you. They know that. That's why they're hiring you. You're either going to make a better quantity or a better quality of whatever it is they produce. And the company's calculation is, it is worth it for me to hire you for $20 if and only if the extra hour of your labor will yield to me, the employer, more than $20 worth of extra output for me to sell. If it doesn't, I won't hire you, because it would be absurd. I would give you $20, you'd work for an hour, I'd sell the results of your extra work for $19, and I'd be down $1. I got an MBA, I know that's not good, I'm not going to do that. But this has enormous implications. First of all, and this is tough on Americans, it means that if you've spent a lifetime telling yourself you're never going to work for anybody who doesn't pay you what you're worth, I've got real bad news for you. That never happened, and it never will. That kind of statement to yourself is your way of avoiding to deal with the system in which you live. You live in a system in which the basis of the corporation is that difference. The worker produces a surplus over what he gets. And that's the name of the system, is to get it and to accumulate it. Okay, now let's put it all together. Corporations have decided, and Google is an important player in this, to do what we call in economics automation. Over the last 30, 40 years, we have really replaced huge numbers of jobs that people hold by computers and robots. It's very interesting. That is driven by profit. The boards of directors calculate, they bring in economists like me, and they calculate what we would pay for workers and all the versus what it would cost to buy and maintain these computers, these robots, whatever the automation form is. And they make the decision based on what's better for their profits, because that's how corporations work. That's what they do. And then they make an interesting decision. If the machinery is more profitable, they buy it, they install it, and they turn to the workers and they say, "You're fired, have a nice day." And those workers go off and have maybe a nice day. Probably not. They're fired. They're unemployed. In stunning numbers, they get depressed. They get sick. They start desperately looking for jobs. If they don't find them pretty soon, they start being willing to accept jobs that they are overtrained for, jobs they are underpaid for, etc., etc. They may get angry. They may do violent things. The social costs of all of this are staggering and always have been. But that's none of the problem of the corporation. It bears, in a capitalist system, no responsibility for that at all. If there are costs of laying all those people off, Those are the problems of those people, and of their friends and relatives, neighbors, and the communities in which they live to struggle with as best they can. It's the way the system works.